Hi, I'm Linda Welbrock, the founder of Leading Women Entrepreneurs, and I'm so excited to have with us Stephanie Messina Arlington, the executive director of the Joseph Unanue Latino Institute at Seton Hall. Welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and congratulations on being a top 25 brand builder for 2018. And we can't wait to celebrate you and recognize you in September. Tell us a little bit about your responsibilities and what you do at Seton Hall, which is definitely an icon in the state of New Jersey.
Absolutely. We at the Joseph Unanue Latino Institute, we advance, educate, and transform Seton Hall students into the next generation of servant leaders in our global society. We do that by enriching cultural events, through scholarship, and through mentorship and professional development, all the while helping them provide linkages to their heritage.
Right, and so you and I go way back because it was our connection that really facilitated the Cuban retreat.
It did, yes, indeed. Right.
So without me being invited to one of your events, which was fascinating too, was that an international symposium? Because I met so many different people from different countries.
It was. So before that event, I had the privilege of traveling back to Cuba, where my family's from, and I got to join 9 other Cuban Americans for this heritage trip back to Cuba through Cuba One, an organization similar to Birthright Israel.
Right.
And I had a fascinating experience, and I wanted to bring that back to the community in New Jersey. And so at NJIT, I proposed this to Judith Sheft, my mentor and the Vice President of Technology, and we both agreed that Cuba has a wonderful opportunity for tech development, for entrepreneurship, and so we held a symposium on business development in Cuba.
So we followed right in your footsteps, thanks to you. And we also used Cuba One. Social Fix came with us, and so they created that video.
It was a great trip too.
It was we explored the entrepreneurial innovations of Cuba. We met with Cuban artists, Cuban entrepreneurs, Cuban business leaders. We met with educational leaders. Yep. Cuba, a magazine in Cuba.
Yes, On Cuba.
On Cuba magazine.
And did you go to Clandestina, that T-shirt shop?
Yep, we went to Clandestina, so we met them. I still have several T-shirts that I've been wearing around.
I just heard that they're getting into Bloomingdale's now, so they're going to start selling here in the U.S.
That's fantastic.
It's just a fascinating turnaround for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that connection came from Seton Hall, and I love that you do have this international reach or a global reach. And tell us a little bit more about how people can get involved in the university.
Well, the legacy of the Institute first began in the early 70s with the Puerto Rican Institute. So I'd invite people to understand that we are the role and the voice of Latinos at Seton Hall University. So if they would like to join us in supporting student achievement, in the professional development of this next generation of Latino leaders, I'd love for them to come forward and support us. We're always looking for community partners, for philanthropists, and for people that can be the divider and the bridge connector for these students to reach their aspirational goals.
And who's the ideal student for your institute?
We're looking for a proactive student who's engaged, who has their sights. They don't have to be in a certain field. It can be interdisciplinary, so we have students that receive our scholarship from the business, from the arts and life sciences. Okay. So long as they have a 3.0 and demonstrate need, we can support them with our scholarship.
Okay, that's good to know too.
Yeah.
So in terms of brand building, which is what you're being honored for, what has the university done to differentiate itself, and how have you implemented some strategies to build the brand of the school?
So Seton Hall is uniquely prepared to reach college students. So we're always looking to amplify our voice within the platforms that the students utilize. So I take a lot of cues from the young people that I work with.
Okay.
Where they are, I try to have an authentic voice on Instagram, on social platforms like Snapchat, and also the mediums that their parents are on as well. Okay. We're always trying to recruit and enlist students to join us at Seton Hall University. And so we're always thinking about our customer demographics and where they're digesting and consuming media.
What's your biggest challenge right now there?
Biggest challenge is higher education costs, is the competitive landscape that colleges are up against. Students can go anywhere in the country and globally to get an education. So how are we setting ourselves apart as a differentiator as a university? And we're doing that through leadership, through the resources such as professional development, getting the skill set ready for the workplace, and building their social capital, their social networks.
Right.
It is now a monetary impact that your social network can bring to you in the professional world. And so that is our differentiator.
Right. Well, it's, we're all our own little media platforms.
We are. Mm-hmm.
So it's important to remember that, and you have to inspire everyone to want to be a part of your media platform.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Everybody wants to jump on the moving train.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So last question, who or what inspires you to keep going for the next level?
Oh, the Latino executives and artists and poets that we bring forward at Seton Hall and highlight and recognize on a yearly basis, they inspire me. Many of them are immigrants, many of them are veterans, many of them are businessmen and women and family men and women. And I appreciate that they reach back into their heritage and their experiences, and they bring those stories to our students, and they are the ones that inspire me every day.
I would love to see some of those stories myself. We got to bring that to your
We
social
do.
media platform
We
so we
do.
can all embrace it. I know that learning about the Cuban culture was one of the most transformational experiences that I've ever had in my life, and I'm just so
That's
thankful.
heartwarming to hear.
Yeah, I'm so thankful to you personally, quite
Thank you,
frankly,
Linda.
for connecting me to that organization. And
It was a proud moment for me. I bring my heritage into everything that I do, and I believe it's made me a better professional, a better citizen, a better coworker.
Yeah.
And I think it makes a difference.
It was fantastic. So, last question is, the event theme this year is Transforming Tomorrow Together. What does that message mean to you?
Transforming tomorrow together to me means community. It means how am I bringing forward all the partnerships and the relationships to make a better place in this world, and to also ignite this next generation of leaders. How are we making a better place for tomorrow together?
Exactly. Well, Stephanie, it's so just refreshing to sit down and have this conversation with you. Just great to learn about all the exciting things that you're doing at the university.
Thank you,
And we
Linda.
can't wait to work with you. We can't wait to recognize you for your hard work. And congratulations on being a top 25.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.